in the time that we've been together. And I think that we probably, because we did spend like every day together and we went through so much life stuff, that it was probably the equivalent of maybe like, I don't know, 5 years of dating, in like 5 months, because we went through every day, every moment together. And we just got stronger and stronger. And the more we knew about each other, the more we wanted to be together. And we got to know each other's families, and we got to know each other on a really deep level, every day, every day, every way. We had really deep conversations about religion, about culture, about what was happening in Gaza, and what was happening in this country with, the politics and like big stuff, deep stuff, important stuff, family, his mother, his upbringing, because, everything that I love about my man is because of Islam and about the way that his mother brought him up and his family and what he stands for. And I think, it goes both ways. The way that I was brought up, and I've traveled a lot. I lived outside of the U.S. for most of my life. I've only been back in the U.S. for about 10 years. I lived in Africa, and I lived in Europe, and I lived in Central America, and only came back about 10 years ago. And as you guys know, he's from Tunisia, and then he lived in the U.S. for 5 years before we met, and he's been abroad as well. So I was a little bit different than I think the average American. I wasn't quite as close-minded, I think, as some of the other Americans, in that I'd had some time abroad. So we had lots to talk about and lots of things in common. And we had a really good connection. So that's the story of how we met. And it was love at first sight for both of us.